It's your boy BigBossJawon back with another video. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be about how you never know how close you are to the breakthrough. How close you are to the goals you're working on. How close you are to just the life you want to live, your dream life. Gotta keep pushing. We always gotta do more than the bare minimum. A lot of times we like to just do the least amount we can do to get the most, and that's not how life works. You have to do the most possible. Like, you have to work extremely hard. You gotta make it's a lot of sacrifices with success. There's a lot of power moves you gotta make. It's just a lot. Success is not easy at all. It's very difficult. It's very hard, but it's attainable. It's possible, And you have to know you have to know deep inside that it's possible, that this is possible, that this can happen for you. Whether like I said, whether you're a singer, whether you're in construction, you're a business owner, whatever the case may be, a small business owner, whatever the case may be, a barber, the list goes on and on. It's possible. Of course, it starts off slow, starts off small. But the harder you work, the more you get yourself out there, the more you invest in your brand, the more meetings you go to discuss with your team on how to get further and how to take this thing, this idea, this thought, this plan to the next level. It's always room for improvement. It's always room for growth, But all it takes is that one piece of content, One piece of content, that one move, that one plan, that one idea, that one thing to pay off, Every day we see success stories, Social media plays a big factor in a lot of today's successes. Social media, and not even just any one particular, like every social media platform there is, something that might have happened for somebody on Instagram could have took off for somebody on Twitter. Something that took off for somebody on Twitter could have took off on Instagram. Snapchat could have took off better than what somebody put on Facebook, or vice versa. That's just, different audiences react to different things a lot better. I ain't gonna lie, TikTok is my favorite platform right now. It's relatively easy to reach these audiences. It's not too difficult. Of course, with learning anything, it's not easy, but once you really get the hang of it, grasp the concept of it, you get really creative and you get really into it, it becomes very simple to do. Everybody learn different, but that's like my go-to platform. I'm on all platforms though, but that's like one of my favorite platforms to post my content on and just to be very consistent on. But consistency is key as well, guys. Like, this is possible. Whatever you're trying to do is possible, And like I said, you never know how close you are, so you just gotta work as much as you can, Any chance you get. We all go through life. We all have a lot of things come in the way, but regardless of what comes in the way, what's trying to limit us from going full throttle with it, whatever is trying to get in the way of that, we have to, we got to deal with this, but we still got to keep working. We still got to keep going, You can't stop, man. You guys to keep going. Like I said, you never know how close you are. And then it be people that, including myself, that I've quit and gave up on a lot of things. And you never know. If you just quit and you just stop, you'll never see. You'll never know how close you were or what it would have felt like to get there, That's why you just got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep striving. And it may not be today, next month, next year, But you'll never know how far you are, how close you are, unless you keep going, you give it all that you got. And just, like, I've been through too much not to get a reward out of this thing. That's just how I feel about it, Went through too much stressing upon us. Went through too many heartaches, And I know I put my all into it, That's why I keep going, because I want a reward out of this, At least get a reward for that pain, the suffering, the long days, the long nights you spent on it. At least get a reward out of it, That's just how I feel. That's a thought of mine to keep me going, Like, I at least want a reward out of this, But you never know, You have to keep going to know what you're going to get out of this. How it's all going to play out. for you, you know? How soon it might play out for you. It's something you really, really want to happen, you're very serious about. You can't just, okay, I'm gonna work on this once this week and then next month I'll maybe drop something. You can't have that mindset, you know? And I'm trying to get to the point too where I'm dropping something consistently every day. Not once, twice, a few times a week, a few times a month. Like every day I want to be releasing something to the public, you know? I feel like hard work really pay off when you're at it every day, you know? There's no days off. No matter how late you might have worked on it or released the content or whatever it is that you do, no matter how late in the day it was, you release something every day. You know what I mean? You worked on it every day. You could say that, yeah, I regardless of what I had going through in my life, I worked on this thing every single day, you know? And that's what, you know, and that's what make you feel good too. And you know, like a lot of people on the outside looking in, they gonna think, oh, this came easy. They don't know about the long nights you spent on it. They don't know about the nights you spent crying. Like, what if this don't work out? Like doubting yourself. They don't know about none of that, you know? And the fact that even when you doubted yourself, you still got up every day and tried to make it happen for yourself. They'll never understand, you feel me? And you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You know what it took to get where you going. You know that you still working hard to try to get there. You know, but you never know how far you are or how close you are. You can't give up. You got to keep going. You got to be consistent. It's your boy, BigBossJawon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go.